If you're watching this video, then you most likely have either watched my last two videos on the topic or have at least heard about the situation regarding Zillakami and the allegations surrounding him talking to minors. I am aware that at this point the video is a bit late. I wanted to make a follow-up video due to the fact that Zilla finally responded to the allegations a few weeks ago and finally cap off the saga here, but I was just very busy, didn't have time to make the final video. So yeah, Zilla actually finally responded to the allegations a few weeks ago via a few Instagram story posts and a live stream where he shows court documents which apparently prove his innocence. Unlike 99% of his fans who without any kind of research or due diligence were instantly relieved, I actually did just a bit of research myself and realized that the quote-unquote proof he shows that exonerates himself from his allegations really has nothing to do with talking to minors, but his fans are too blind to even consider that, so they went ahead and took it at face value. I first became aware that Zilla had finally made a response to the allegations when I saw these Instagram story posts. I was immediately questioning the validity of the court documents and what they could even mean. For one, just because he was found not guilty, that does not mean that he did no wrong. Dr. Disrespect is in no legal trouble as of right now if you don't know, but what he did was wrong, right? Almost every single person, whether it's a YouTuber or a famous person that ends up being found out to be a predator of some sort, they usually are just allegations, and even if they are true, they usually don't suffer any kind of consequences. They don't go to jail, nothing legal happens to them. So just because he wasn't proven in court to have been doing anything illegal, that doesn't mean what he was doing was not shitty and immoral. Completely immoral, talking to a 17-year-old asking when she's going to turn 18 when she's in high school and he's a 21-year-old. Does that not seem strange to you guys? If you had a daughter who was 17 and you found out that a grown man, a 21-year-old guy, was asking her when she was going to turn 18, would you not be uncomfortable with that? It seems like a lot of his fans have just completely forgiven him for this and not even considered the fact that this is a really fucked up, weird thing to do, and I really don't understand that. Next, a live stream which was brought to my attention from one of my followers shows Zilla speaking about the situation as well as flashing court documents, which we will take a look at now. I'm not going to watch the entire 30-minute live stream, so you can go ahead and look that up and find it yourself if you want to watch it.
Disorderly conduct, harassment, aggravated harassment in the first and second degree, identity theft, menacing, criminal mischief, and stalking. So I also want to say anybody who was covering up a tattoo or anything, keep that appointment. And anyone who burnt my merch, keep that appointment. And if you were thinking of burning merch, go burn it. Because I don't really want you in my merch. You would think that I would do something like that. Everybody else knows me. You can also keep going. The age of said person, March 5th, 1995. I have full background of everything that happened from text messages. You can't really doctor text messages in court. It's not really how it works. So, of all these documents, I have documents of her last arrests, which she had 8, basically doing the same shit.
As any reasonable person would do, many users on the Zillakami subreddit made some great points with these posts here. This is literally about the domestic violence case, not the pedophilia issue. Stop using this document to clear his name from the pedo messages. Y'all can't just take the time to read for 5 minutes, which is completely accurate and what I was assuming when I saw these documents. It has nothing to do with the allegations of him speaking to minors or the literal proof. This court case has nothing to do with the messages or allegations from the one girl who said she was 15 at the time when they had sex when he was an adult. This has to do with his ex-girlfriend. Speaking of the girl who, like I said, was 15 at the time, this is what she said. Just clearing the confusion, I have no association with the legal action taking place between the two individuals involved. I don't want to involve myself any more than I have to. Last time I'll ever say this, I only spoke up in the first place to detach myself from the false information and to validate what was being said about me. If I stayed silent, I would have still been questioned whether or not the story was true, and I choose to be honest. With this being said, I hope that people can respect my privacy and my decision to move forward in peace. I also ask that people don't bother my family and friends as they have nothing to do with this. I never wanted to be involved in the first place, and it's not right for them to be attacked by something that doesn't have anything to do with them. Here she shows her passport, which I'm not going to show, but it does show her birthday is in fact May 2004, which lines up with the dates of when she was speaking to him, making her 15 or 16 at the time. And as you can say, she says that she has no involvement in this court case or whatever that's going on, just showing that once again that has nothing to do with what he did with her or messaging her, etc. Now that Sleazy released her statement making it clear she's not a part of Zilla's case, it means that the accusations of pedophilia against him still stand. Regardless of people wanting to claim he's innocent after waving a paper in front of a camera, he has yet to disprove that. All these corny posts about not being a real fan, if you don't immediately side with an alleged pedophile, get the fuck out of here. This subreddit comment is a great example of how clueless his fans are to the whole situation, and actually just shows exactly how many of them even thought too much into it or knew that Decky and Sleazy are two different people. I mean, yeah, we know that 29 now and not 15, but how old did she say she was to Zilla though? I mean, just that grammar there, that kind of shows the age of this person. The girl who was 15 and the girl who is 29 are two separate people. Sleazy Skiz was 15 at the time of the alleged assault. Zilla's ex-girlfriend, who is 29 right now, is the one who brought up a bunch of accusations originally and was coming at him in court for a load of other stuff. The other stuff is what got proven to be lies in court and not the assault, to my understanding. This is actually exactly what I thought was going to happen when this video and the live stream came out. The fact that he shows this court document and talks about how she's actually 29 years old, and the court went ahead and said that he was exonerated from any kind of wrongdoing and he's in no legal trouble. The fans go, oh yeah, so she's actually 29. She was never 15, but no, they're two completely different people. This just shows the amount of research the fans actually do. They just want to believe so badly he did nothing wrong that they'll take something at face value, not even think about the fact that there's two different people involved in this whole situation. It's honestly baffling, but I don't know how I'm really surprised. Most of his fans are like 14 years old, so it makes sense, honestly. But unfortunately, that shows the exact kind of demographic that he was going after when he's talking to 15-year-old, 17-year-old girls. Those are the ages of most of his fans, so that is the fucked up part about this whole situation. That is the whole issue most of us have with what he was doing. Has nothing to do with his ex-girlfriend, whatever kind of allegations she had against him, the abuse allegations, all that shit. It's the fact that he was using his fame, using the power of being somebody that these young girls looked up to, they were fans of him, to sleep with them or text them, DMing underage girls asking when they're going to graduate high school, meeting up with the 14, 15-year-old girl, however old Sleazy was at the time. That is the problem that the rest of us have, that all of you who for some reason do no research seem to find no issue with. As you can see, many people that are fans of him on the subreddit have made these posts speaking about the fact that these court documents, whatever they were, have nothing to do with the allegations. They have nothing to do with the messages or any of the proof showing that he was in fact speaking to minors and was messaging one that was 17, asking her when she's going to turn 18. This court document has nothing to do with that. Yes, it looks like it's true that he's going ahead and getting a restraining order, whatnot, whatever he has going on here against his ex-girlfriend, but this, once again, does not prove his innocence in regards to speaking to minors. It's amazing to me that his fans don't go out of their way for maybe 5 seconds to actually think about what this document is. It's fucking crazy. I believe that this court document is about his ex-girlfriend and has absolutely nothing to do with the multiple other minors who came out and showed their DMs. I mean, yeah, it was genius of him to basically just use this situation as a scapegoat and a cover-up of the rest of the allegations, showing that he was proven in court to have done no wrongdoing in regards to his ex-girlfriend, and just kind of flaunt that document and say, yeah, I was proven to be completely innocent. But if you notice in that video, he does not address any of the allegations or directly address Sleazy, the girl who said she was 15 or 16 at the time. He's just using this as a way to divert the attention to this and show that, yeah, he was proven innocent, but it's in regards to something that has nothing to do with what most of us were talking about, which was him messaging minors, possibly having sex with one. So yeah, this would of course prove his innocence to anyone that would not look into the matter any further, but to anyone with a full functioning brain, it's clear what it is, an easy way out. He says, I have documents of her last arrest basically doing the same shit. This right here proves that these documents are in relation to his ex-girlfriend and have literally nothing to do with the minor allegations. This is just clearing his name in regards to his ex-girlfriend, claiming that he abused her, etc. A perfect way to get away from the allegations of talking to minors. Whether you want to argue that the legal age in New York City is 17 years old, he was clearly grooming a 17-year-old in high school as a 21-year-old, and any normal human being would agree that's fucked up. If you do any kind of due diligence or research yourself, you can find that he in fact did talk to minors. There's proof from multiple people. There's no doubt about that. Yes, he did prove that his ex-chick was crazy. Yes, those seem to be real court documents. However, this did not address him talking to the girl who was 15 at the time when he was an adult. His fans are being extremely delusional and just taking this at face value without asking any questions. Please, do me a favor. Ask yourself this. Do these court documents have anything to do with him talking to a 15-year-old? Does this disprove any of the allegations, or does he even address any of those messages? Does he even reference any of those claims of the people involved? No. He's only talking about the case with his ex-girlfriend, Deki, or whatever the fuck her name is. If he comes out and shows his DMs with a young girl, or he actually addresses it and proves it wrong, then I will believe that he's completely innocent. But until then, he still did what he did, and this has nothing to do with that entire situation. But all these fans are just taking it at face value without looking into anything or using any kind of critical thinking. So this will be the final video I make on the topic because he did actually respond. I wasn't sure if he was going to, but I saw so many fans just blindly ignoring the fact that this document he shows and talks about literally has nothing to do with the allegations. And it was so insane to me. I really just wanted to talk about it considering I covered the rest of the allegations and made those other 2 videos. So please, if you for some reason still believe he's innocent, just do a little bit of research yourself and make a comment. Let me know what you think after doing that research. Please explain to me how he is innocent from possibly sleeping with a 15-year-old or messaging those other young girls when we have proof of that. And he literally didn't deny any of that. He only showed a court document that shows that he got a restraining order against his ex-girlfriend and claimed that she was trying to set him up for being a pedo, whatever. He did not address any of the other allegations. So just think about that for a moment. Go ahead and leave some comments and let me know what you think about that. And if you do agree with me and you think this whole situation is crazy and just think that the fans are being really stupid, let me know what you think about that as well. But thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.